When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle.
Oh, looks like my camera is not working right. Give me just a sec. All right. So today we're going to be looking at BTC. I'm hoping to catch one last trade to end the week. See what the market offers us here today. Having a little croissant for breakfast. Some coffee and, of course, nicotine. I keep looking at this, just trying to decide if this is a waveform, we'll make one more high, or if this is going to be, you know, next week, basically, you know, a whole correction week. Tough to say. Here's the deal. BTC has changed, man. It's trading like a mature asset. It's trading like a totally different asset than it's ever traded in the last several years that I've been trading BTC. In the past, I'm telling you, you see a huge flush like this, it ain't gonna spend a lot of time down here. It would just boom, fly up and recover, and the volatility would be insane. People wouldn't know what to do. Then you know, like come like this, maybe right up here, and then maybe come back down like that, and then some kind of a move or something. But no, it's I mean, look at this shit. It's totally trading like a different asset than it has in past cycles, and it's trading like a mature asset now. It's certainly not, you know, Bitcoin-esque in the way that price is behaving. So yeah, it's different, you know, and I'll have to, in my analysis, take that into consideration and really sort of pivot how I would normally look at this. But why don't we start off? We're just going to update the charts here, and I'm going to, again, I'm very eager to catch one more trade to close out the week. Was in first place, now I'm in second. There's some people catching up on me, and you know, the boys gotta show up here. Attaboy, Pope. See, now we're thinking ahead. We're learning. We're all set and ready to go. We got to do that pre-market shit, man. That's that preparation for the markets to open. The fuck? There we go. So there is a naked point of control here. There's also one down here. Probably have this marked out in zones already. I do. Well. Hmm.
I'm 2,500 frames per second of explosive cinematic pose.
Hmm.
School bells are ringing. It's time to get the perfect phone plan for your kids at half the price you're used to. Telemobile comes to rescue your family budget with the most flexible phone plans in the US. Need just talk and text for the little ones? No problem. Have a data-hungry teenager? Go for unlimited at just $25 a month. Easily upgrade individual lines and build a family plan that fits everyone's needs. Visit tello.com and discover more.
It's not looking good, bruv. I'm not really seeing any setup I would want to take. Yeah, so here's the thing. As I look at the chart here, we've gained acceptance back inside this channel. We bounced it at the midline. We're back testing the high here, right? So we've back tested the high. We're getting a move down. This would typically mean you're going to rotate to the low of the range. So we would look somewhere down here. There is a zone down here that I've been particularly interested in. But I don't know that I want to short down to it per se. You know, it's Friday. Excuse me. I just don't foresee BTC like making a whole new move on a day like today. That said, you know, 9 o'clock we have consumer sentiment, and then Trump speaks. And, you know, it certainly, and this is all in about 10 minutes here, and this is certainly a recipe for volatility. So, you know, thought Mr. Fool. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't particularly want to short here. This is a pretty extended move down. This is super aggressive, especially going into like events that might have some smooth op. What's up, man? Good to see you. Long time. Especially when we have some events coming up in the next 10 minutes here. We have this aggressive move down, and these events could induce some volatility. So you know, I want to find areas of support for sure, and I'd love to long, but I'll be completely honest, nothing really stands out to me where I say to myself, oh yeah, like that, you know, I want to long that, or I want to position myself here or something. I'd more or less be gambling, you know. I'd more or less be gambling by entering a position here. I would just say, oh, you know what, forget it, I'm just gonna long. And hope that, you know, when the data comes out and Trump starts speaking, that it turns around. You know, and that's fine, and that's certainly one way to do things. But I prefer... Yeah, everything's rolling over. Yeah, it's certainly curious that we would get a move down like this just before all of that data. It certainly makes me think like, oh, I wonder if this is some kind of a trap. I'm not really seeing anybody show up in terms of longs. You know, there's really no volume. You know, all the high volume is our red candles, with the exception of this one here. And obviously they've been wrecked city. It looks like these guys might have gotten stopped finally. They did. A lot of bottom shorting. Yeah, like I said, I mean, longing here might be fine. It certainly, to me, feels, you know, this is not a trade I'd recommend taking unless you want to do some gambling, to be totally honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see it.
Watch baseball live with game day features like Key Plays, YouTube TV. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
Quite a few bottom shorters. A lot of shorts opening up. I don't know. Massive short volume candle here. Hell of a lot of shorting. I mean, a lot. Like, a lot. Just had 100 million in shorts open up right here. Where's the long squeeze, I guess? Price is just stalling. It's crazy after a big candle like that with all those shorts opening up, just chilling. Yeah, just no follow through on the bulls part, you know. I mean, you had this really massive volume candle here. We're talking 100 million in BTC shorts just opened up in this one candle, this 1 minute candle. Bulls have an opportunity if they want to squeeze these guys. You know, they could. They just, someone's got to step in and bully the charts upwards. And, you know, there's certainly potential for a squeeze. But someone's got to do it, you know? Someone's got to step up. I went ahead and entered a position right here along. To me, this is absolutely a gamble, so, you know, be safe if you are going to try and take this trade. And, you know, I'm going to try to target somewhere up in here a little bit higher, but I am long here. So just, again, I cannot emphasize enough. To me, this is a bit of a gamble. I think that there is opportunity, but there's just no volume from the bulls, man. You know, sure, get a pump all you want, but until the volume shows up, it really means nothing. A lot of shorts opened up at the lows. Someone got liquidated or closed their position, so that's great. A lot of good signs that we could see a move up, but again, to me, this is a gamble. I'm definitely gambling right now. Cannot emphasize enough. You know, and I want to say too, like, a lot of times, well, one thing that I always do, you know what, I saw someone ask me some stuff or said some stuff in the chat. Let me look at that real quick. All reverse because coins, they need to go much higher. No coin needs to do anything. Long entry on BTC. I find it interesting that Kraken went calling all the way down. So yeah, what I was saying is that, you know, I do a lot of these streams, and I always say I like to do live trading. I prefer live trading over making signal calls, and like I'll point out areas I'm interested in my analysis and stuff. But the reason I prefer live trading and like showing you guys this live is because there are triggers for me to enter. You know, and yesterday I didn't get those triggers here and I still entered off of a setup, but without those triggers behind the scenes, we know what happened. I ended up getting stopped out. And so like this is a really nice trigger for me, right? Massive long liquidation here. Massive amount of shorts opening up going into the low. So we have fuel for a short squeeze and someone got fucked, right? I like that. We had a high volume candle here that then they were not able to follow through with. So we had, look at all these shorts, 100 million at least, maybe more, 100 million or more of shorts opened up just in this 1 minute candle here. That's a tiny ass candle. So you're telling me you're going to have 100 million in shorts open up here and you're not going to be able to push it lower. I see that and I think, okay, well, these guys are all going to get short squeezed, right? They just added fuel to the fire. This was liquidity engineering. So stuff like that's what helps me trigger position. Otherwise, like, just hitting a level isn't really enough for me. I know a lot of people trade like that, but I like to see the shit that goes down behind the scenes. I need to see the conditions met, you know, like there needs to be proof that the level is good and interesting. I don't even have a level here. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. For me, there's nothing here. The only reason I took this position is because I think it's weird. We had this super aggressive move down into a data release, plus with Trump speaking. And these triggers, the liquidation, all the shorts opening up into the low with a massive liquidation here on longs. This really big volume 1 minute candle. Look how tiny this is. 100 million in shorts opened up here, and they were unable to have continuation to the downside. So for me, it's not saying, yes, we are going to go up from here. It's saying someone got fucked at the lows. Someone got liquidated. This typically happens on tops and bottoms. And there was a lot of shorts added at the Pico bottom that can then be used for a short squeeze to push price higher. So bulls now have an incentive to push price up because all these fucking guys can get liquidated. And so, you know, it's not saying, yes, we're going to pump. It's a guarantee. Oh, for sure. But now there are certain conditions, right, where price is now in a particular context that says it's possible, right? The conditions have been met for that possibility to happen. But now we know the other half of that part is that we need to see bulls show up. If the bulls do not show up, none of that matters. You know, it doesn't matter. If the bulls don't show up here, none of it matters. I mean, someone has to step in and take the opportunity. It can't just be, you know, oh yeah, we're for sure going to pump. Someone's got to see that stuff. And of course they all do. Whoever has the powder, they're obviously watching the charts. And they need to step in and take advantage of the situation here. So that's why I like to do a lot of these live trainings. I know, like, a lot of times people are in Discords or whatever and they love the signals. They'll, you know, oh yeah, long here, this is going to be your spot for a long. Yeah, and that's fine. But I never know where it's going to bounce. I don't claim to know where it's going to bounce. I never know. Sometimes I do. Sometimes you can look at the chart and you have a really strong inclination. But that's not as often as doing something like this, especially on lower time frames where I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, I want to cop one more trade to close out the week during the New York trading session. And, you know, I have to see these things met. I couldn't just go on analysis in the Discord and say, oh, I'm going to long here. I didn't know I was going to long here. I had no idea I was going to long here. But since we got on stream 30 minutes ago, I watched price continue to aggressively go down into a data release, which I thought was weird. It's a ballsy move. And then I watched, again, the conditions that I talked about here. 100 million in shorts opening up at the lows. They were unable to push price lower. Price then bounced up higher. And the conditions are there for a squeeze. And all it takes is for a whale, a bull, to step in and take advantage of the situation. That's why I prefer to do these live tradings like this. And I know, you know, a lot of times I feel bad because it's hard to, you know, quote unquote copy trade unless you're just sitting here watching with me. But, you know, that's just the nature of how I personally trade. You know, Spencer, that guy, dude, he will sit there and he'll mark out levels and he does spot trading and he's really, really good at it. That's not my strong suit. This is my strong suit here, seeing these conditions, taking the trade. And for me, why it works so well is because it allows me to get higher R trades over a short period of time. Yeah, I mean, if they could push this M15 candle above the daily open and close it there, I would say that, yeah, this might end up being a pretty good move. I mean, reclaiming Monday low is already I would say a decent victory for the bulls, but still not enough. You know, I'd like to see them do a little bit more than that. This isn't a guaranteed low right now for me. I've had so many trades in the last week here where I've just been in profit, just massive profit. And I keep calling these spots, but then I end up getting stopped out hours later. Hopefully this is not one of those times, but it seems to be, that this has been happening. I end up, basically the pump that I'm trading is kind of like an exit pump essentially. Yeah, now look at this. Low volume for the bears here. That's good. Take a look at BITGET and see what they're doing.
Listen ad-free. Offline.
Yeah, trading's hard. I don't know what else to say. Trading's hard, man. Trading's really, really, really hard. Trading is very, very, very hard, and yeah, it's difficult to, it's easy to like catch one trade and put yourself in profit. I emphasize this all the fucking time, and this is the whole reason I built that trading bot, Order Overseer. And people can't seem to get through on this when I tell them about Order Overseer, but the truth is that, yeah, now here it comes back. Fortunately, the volume is slightly lower on the retracement. If we can just see a really nice push up, this would be huge. But the volume just isn't there. I don't care about the candles. I care about the volume. That's why I built that trading bot, Order Overseer. People don't understand, like, yeah, cool, you caught a trade, that's great. Or yeah, you catch trades. But on a long enough time frame, you're probably going to end up losing all your fucking money. And it's because your losers are bigger than your winners. You don't trade with consistent size, and you don't have the self-discipline to continue to trade with consistent size. So that's why I built a bot that you can trade from Discord, execute trades on BloFin from Discord. Like, you literally just, boom, follow the things, and it sends the trade to Discord for you. And what does it do? It auto-calculates position size every single time for you. Automatically does it. You do not have to worry about trusting yourself to size right. It does the calculation for you. You literally go in the settings for the bot and say, I want to risk 2% of my portfolio every time. 2.5%, whatever your number is. And then you just execute trades, market orders, limit orders, ladder orders, T-whopping, all of that is built into the bot. And then boom, it just does it for you. And I guarantee you, if every single person in the tournament right now were using that bot, you would not see anyone below maybe 15% down. And a lot of people right now would actually be in profit. A lot more people. And the reason why they're not is because they're led to their, they're kept to their own devices where, it's, wow, look at this. Holy shit. Look at that. Oh my God. The delta right here at this level, down here at 17, this right in here, the delta here. So delta is just like longs and shorts. And the difference between the two, there were 2,500 more BTC shorts opened up here. So yeah, again, if somebody just steps in and takes advantage of the opportunity, they can really fuck some shit up. And, closing this M15 candle below the Monday low is not really exactly doing that. I'm not really feeling a boat of confidence from the bulls here if they're going to close the candle like this. Not even above Monday low. Yeah, they're not even above Monday low. They can't even hold above Monday. Not great. Tom, what's your nickname, or like what's it start and end with? Are you BK, BG, BH, I9? I want to know who I'm up against here. What place are you in, or like what? Who are you? Which one of these guys are you, dude? Ooh. BH. Oh, you're in first? Oh, you son of a gun. I'm coming for you. Are you in a trade right now? Do you have any open trades right now? Do you have any open trades right now on your account for the tourney? You're also in this long? Fuck me. God damn it. The reason I say that is because if you weren't in any trades, I could maybe catch up to you. But if you're also longing right now, then obviously your P&L is going to go up with mine, you son of a gun. I think it's possible that the top cycle's in, but I'm not really going to think about it until October. Really, for me, whenever the first Fed rate cut comes in, that's when the top is in. I'm just waiting for the Feds to cut rates, and then I'm going to sell everything. Yeah, man, the Bulls just really do not want to show up. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm not saying they can't do it, but this just feels like yesterday to me, where I'm like, oh yeah, long, okay, cool, this is gonna work out, and then they just don't have follow through. Look at all these shorts opening up again.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen to ad-free songs, even when you're offline.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna get fucking hit again here. The Bulls have to do better than this. They have to do better. They have to do better than this. This is not gonna work. Oh shit, this long closed. Oh my god. Holy shit. They have to do better. Bulls have to do better. I know it's hard to pull yourself out of the trenches, but the Bulls got to do better than this. This is not impressive. Yeah, plunge protection, but still. Bulls have to do better. There needs to be a high volume candle to show up here. Otherwise, this is the same as yesterday. Just maybe slow glide up, and then the bears show up and fucking nuke it. Yeah, they have to do better. They have to do better than this. This is not good enough. Yeah, they have to do better. This is not enough. This looks like They're not gonna fucking make it. They have a huge opportunity here, and no one's stepping up. $2,500 in BTC and shorts down here, begging to get squeezed, and no one is stepping up. Yeah, fucking. That's too bad. That really says a lot. Where we are probably going to see this go much lower. If this does not, if they can't take an opportunity out of this, this is going much lower. Like, I don't know, what was the zone I was watching? At least down in here in this green zone. At least down here. If they cannot capitalize on this, yeah, and it looks like they're not going to. Fucking lit. Same as yesterday. Crazy, dude. Fucking crazy. Just gonna stand in front of this wall again. Ah, that's too bad. More plunge protection showing up. Oh, now it got pulled. Disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Thought maybe we'd get a nice little opportunity here. Let her rip. They couldn't even liquidate these 100 Xers. They didn't even make it to liquidate the bottom barrel of the shorts here. Says a lot, man. Says a lot about the Bulls' position right now if they can't get out of here. Yeah, they have noticeably regained control of the market here. This is not that's absolutely what I'm trying to allude to here, is that I can't emphasize enough how big of an opportunity it is to have. I mean, let me just do the math here so you can understand how many shorts are trapped right now, just in that 1 minute candle. Okay, there are 300 million shorts trapped right here. 300 million in shorts trapped. Just, they're underwater. And that is a lot of fuel. I mean, a fucking insane amount of fuel for a short squeeze. And the Bulls are not showing signs of stepping up and taking advantage of that fact. Now, a lot of these guys, they could live on different timelines than people like us, right? Where they can accept a further move down, trap more people, and then get the move up. Whereas for, you know, me, I'll probably end up getting fucking stopped out. Now, yeah, it's just, it says a lot that no one's going to step up when there's 300 million in shorts already trapped. Like, they already did the small move. They didn't even liquidate the 100x shorters here. They couldn't even liquidate the 100xers, dude. The 100xers are safe still. Who shorted this on 100x leverage? They're safe. So yeah, it certainly, the Bears are certainly in control here. I gotta say, it's pretty disappointing. Obviously, because I'm long. I wouldn't say it's disappointing if I was short. Oh, man. I would not be disappointed if I was short. I'd say, oh yeah, go Bears. I just keep thinking someone's going to show up here and they just fucking don't. All day yesterday I was watching the charts and looking at this data and I'm like, someone's going to show up. Someone will do it. And no one, not a single soul showed up. Not a single bull with some powder showed up to buy and push through. Not a single one. No one. No one fucking showed. And honestly, it's starting to look like that's going to be the case today. Right back at my entry. We're already back at my entry. fucking same thing as yesterday. This is a little bit different because at least now we have some context for a short, or for a long, I mean. This is huge. I can't emphasize enough how big this is right here. To have 300 million in shorts trapped, already trapped. I don't know if Trump's speaking right now and that's maybe the market just holding off till then. I can't imagine what would trigger someone to just suddenly buy here if they haven't already. They had a huge opportunity right here even just to grab the 100 Xers and they didn't do it. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, very well could. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that there's conditions here for a short squeeze. That's all I can say. Conditions are there. It's just a matter of whether or not someone's going to show up and do something about it. And if no one does, then obviously we just keep grinding lower. But someone's got to show up if the move's going to happen. I mean, they can't just sideline and not do anything about it. Look at that, 115 million right there. Fucking insane, dude. So crazy. That's so much in shorts. I cannot even begin to tell you how much fuel that is. And no one's doing anything about it. No one is doing a damn thing. We're under this fair value gap. Doesn't look good. Could be bait, but again, I'm not seeing volume. I need to see that high candle volume. That's all I need. And if I see that, it's like I can walk away from my computer and I know we're going to run. But until I see it, it's just like, I don't know. Not a good look. Look at that. Couldn't even take these guys. Front ran them. More ghost candles. Does anyone know, is Trump speaking right now, or is there like a thing for that, or like what's the, did he already start? Fucking brutal. There was M30. Look at this M30 candle. Garbage. I've seen these recovered before. So, I mean, it's not, you know, terrible, but in the context of things right now, like, I don't fucking see this recovering. I've seen these candles before get pushed higher, but I don't know, in the context right now, dude, it's crazy. I'm stunned. I'm just so surprised. Like, nothing. I'm not seeing a damn thing. And the only thing I can think of is that Trump's speaking right now, and maybe there's just, you know, waiting for that to be over, or what's going on with that. I don't know. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I cannot believe that there's 300 million in shorts right here. Trapped, already trapped. They're not in profit. They are fucking looking at their P&L worried. And we couldn't even take out the 100x shorters. The 100x leverage people are still safe. I mean, that's insane to me. Ugh. Crazy stuff, man. You know, there always has to be a trigger. Like, something has to trigger the move, right? So right now, the only thing that could trigger is if we pop down and then maybe people enter position. But again, like, I'm just not seeing any reason why someone's gonna all of a sudden start longing. Unless again, something with Trump. There's been Trump speeches where it's been like insane volatility where it's crazy shit happens. So I don't know if he says some crazy shit like, yeah, we're gonna push these guys to cut rates, expect rate cuts or something. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about, but it's on this. So if it's on here, it must be economic related. Another ghost candle. No volume. Absolutely no volume. Pump up, total retrace. No backbone. Crazy, dude. I'm just so surprised. We need Trump to say BTC to the moon. That's what we need. God damn these advertisements, man. Yeah, Bears are absolutely in control. I mean, look at this lackluster bounce. This is pathetic. It's fucking so pathetic. I'm so confused. I shouldn't say I'm confused. It's very clear what this means, right? It's pretty clear the Bulls are not interested here. And they're not in control. They're not the ones pushing the market around. If you can't even grab the 100x liquidation right here, literally just a handful of ticks above this candle, you know, you're not in control. People are protecting the Bears are protecting their position, not allowing the Bulls to step in. Fucking crazy, dude. I'm just so surprised. But I'm gonna have to walk away from this and really take something from it. And that's that, yeah, the Bulls are not there, man. Bulls are not fucking there, dude. They're not the ones. It looks like Trump might already be done speaking. Oh no, hang on. Maybe he hasn't started yet. Doesn't look like he started. Maybe that's what the market's waiting for. Am I seeing this right? Yeah, Friday the 15th, tentative. President Trump speaks. Oh, so we don't really know the time. It could be any time. I'm trying to find it just because I'm curious. I'm just doing a search to see when he speaks today, if at all. So the market's obviously waiting for a trigger. Another ghost candle. These ghost candles kill me, dude. Show me some vol. Waiting for the search to be done. Just popped it into AI. Let's see. Scheduled to speak at a joint press conference with Vladimir Putin, which begins at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So not for several more hours. So yeah, I don't know that will play much of a role in this, especially given the topic. I don't know, because I like the non-HD one more. Okay, we're back inside that M30 fair value gap. That's notable. But again, without volume, it just fucking doesn't matter, dude. Like these candles, the candles mean nothing if there's no volume behind them. The only volume candle is this one down here. And that has meaning for sure, but yeah, I think the move might actually be yeah, nothing's really showing strength. God damn, dude. It's frustrating. Frustrating. This is the same as yesterday. I catch a nice entry, but it turns out it's not a nice entry because, you know, you end up, there's no follow through. The question is, you know, am I going to want to close this early today and just walk away? That might end up being the case, dude. Might just fucking chop out of this. Look at this shit. Fucking crazy, dude. Like, fuck you. Yeah. Fucking lame. Fucking lame, dude. Ugh. Frustrating. That's why I love it, though. I don't do this shit as a hobby. God damn. The one thing bulls are doing that's decent is that they're not allowing these people to get back to break even. These people down here who shorted, all these trapped shorts, they have not gotten back to break even. This area is holding so far as support, and it's on life support. It doesn't even look like it's gonna end up holding. And getting below that, you best believe these fucking guys are not gonna allow themselves to get back underwater, probably. Disappointing. Disappointing to say the least.
Oh no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced.
My debit card.
Are we gonna run for those, or like what's the deal? God, this just shows all signs of a bottom. And they're just not showing up. Yeah, fucking sitting at the 786. God damn, dude. Crazy. Fucking hell. Fuck. This is fucked. Unless it does a sweep and then pump. There's the next bout of volume right there. Look at all these. All right, it grabbed that guy at 117,500. If this does not trigger bulls to flip long and push, it's done. The whole thing's cooked. That has to be the trigger. Otherwise, this is gonna drop deep, and your boy's gonna get stopped. I'm gonna be fucking salty. Salty. Another bottom shorter here. Massive amount of fucking shorts here, dude. So many more shorts than longs opening up here. Opportunity to trap them, but if they don't fucking take it, then obviously it doesn't matter. I'm so fucked. Let's see if this triggers a move up. Otherwise, this is gonna drop fucking hard. Bulls need to really show up here. They need to get back above this level. Right here. Nope. God damn, dude. Don't give me another L, sir. Please. I'm just barely in the game. Save my lungs. It'd be a fucking miracle if they pull out of this, honestly. It would be a fucking miracle. Save my lungs. Get above this level and it is on like fucking Donkey Kong, dude. They get above this level comfortably, it is over for the Bears for the day. Not like forever, obviously. Still ghost candle, no volume. Make it over for them, Brev. Just do it. Fucking, you have an opportunity to do something really cool today. God damn, dude. I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna pull it off. At least it doesn't look like it so far. Decreasing volume on the movement up. Three L's in a row to end the week if I get stopped here. Fucking lame, dude. I had a killer week. I'll still be up and in profit and stuff, but fucking, man. What a bust. Same exact thing as yesterday, just a total bust. They gotta fucking send it and close up here, man. So far, not good. So far, no good. So many shorts are trapped right now. It is absolutely unreal. And I hate I have to get off stream in like 10 minutes here too. Come on, man. You have an opportunity to do something very cool. Be cool. Be cool, BTC. Look at this. Lower volume as price attempts to hold and go higher. Yeah, they're fucked. I am so getting stopped. God damn it. Fucking Christ. God damn it, dude. Gotta be kidding me. Not even gonna try to close the H1 on a wick and hit it next candle. They're just gonna keep running it.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National.
Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Fucking Christ in heaven, lads. Nothing. No fucking reaction. Crazy, dude. This is going so much lower. I am fucked. I am absolutely getting stopped here today. Son of a bitch. That's alright. We'll still be somewhat in profit on the week. Not obviously as high as I was. I had 2 back-to-back longs yesterday. This exact same thing happened where I caught it. I was in profit for a little bit. The bulls just did not show up and there were no signs of it. Truthfully, even today I knew better. I seen the signs here, but you know, you just get hopeful that maybe there'll be a sweep or something will happen, and you try to stick to your guns, and that's kind of what I did here today and yesterday. And neither times paid out. But that's you know, that's part of the deal, man. That's what we're here for. And if I can end the week up, at the very least, that's a you know, I'm happy with that. So that's good. At the very least, if I end the week up, we're in decent shape, and I will. I'm gonna close out the week in some profit. I think probably if I get stopped out here, I'll land somewhere around 20% up on the week, which is a great week. But it's a far cry from my peak, which was like around 77% up. Fuck, dude. They're not even going to wait for the next H1. Fuck you, dude. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck you. Oh, God fucking damn it. I got ripped, dude. Let's see where I'm at. Yeah, 20%. It says 27%. I think it'll be a little bit lower when it's all said and done. 27%. Still saying 27. I think it'll be a little bit lower. Sometimes like on the leaderboards, it'll put a mark out on there, and then it'll go a little bit. It'll like change a little bit later. So it says 27% right now, still up on the week. It's a good week. But it's not what we want, man. It's not where we were hoping I'd land on the week, but that's okay. 3rd place right now. I'm surprised it's not changing yet. Yeah, 20. Maybe it is going to stay at 27%. It's not bad. So we managed to control the loss. Didn't go too crazy on losses here, but you know, too bad, man. Nice reaction, decent here, but there was just no volume and they didn't show up. Truthfully, I knew better. This was a very similar scenario to yesterday where the whole time after longing, you know, we'll go ahead and replay the tape on that. That was over here. I longed with my stop below here. And, you know, we got this move up and I was in pretty decent profits up in here. And the bulls just did not show up, and I wound up getting stopped out here. And then, you know, of course, made another low here. So, yeah, just fucking hell, man. Same exact thing today. The signs were all there. I decided to stick to my guns, although I think I'm going to have to play slightly more defensive in the future here. When I say I stuck to my guns, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I longed in here because there were 300 million in shorts trapped in this 1 minute candle. We had a decent reaction to the upside, but as you can see, there was no volume here by the bulls. These candles are fine, sure, whatever, but it doesn't matter if you know, as price is going higher, you can see volume decrease, and that's not what you want to see if there's going to be continuation to the upside. In here, I knew better, you know. I was just hopeful, you know. You think that one guy will show up and save your bag, and no one ever did. But the reason I wanted to stick to my guns again is because there was opportunity for a squeeze, right? In my mind, I'm sitting here and I'm like, God, they have an opportunity. There's 300 million in shorts here. They did it. They bagged them. They're trapped. And then again here, you know, I could have closed with a little bit less of a loss, but again here, more shorts trapped at the lows. There's an opportunity for a squeeze, but no one was stepping up to take that opportunity. And, you know, and so now here we are. We're left holding the bag and ended up taking a loss on the day. So I think what I'm going to do, you know, moving forward, especially if I'm going to be longing, I need to see the proof in the pudding before I start entering positions. I need to see that high volume candle before I enter a position. If this is a true shift in the market, you know, I got to follow the volume, and the volume's to the downside right now. That said, despite all this volume, they're really not pushing it too hard to the downside, which is very interesting. They're not really getting that momentum. Yeah, my P&L stayed at 27%, so that must be where I've ended the week, 27%. God, I'm not gonna lie, dude, I'm fucking a little disappointed. I'm happy I'm still up and in profit. That's great. We still have 2 more weeks, well, a little bit, 2.5 more weeks of the tournament still. So it's good. It's good. I'm certainly, you know, if you're up at all, that's huge, right? That's a really good place to be. But again, looking at this, it's just a far cry from the peak of the week. I peaked out. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. I'm looking at this right here. I peaked out on the week at 77%. Let me just be sure this is on here. Yeah, okay, you can see it. I peaked out in the week at 77%. I was really, really, really happy with that. You know, and I could have stopped trading, but I've only taken losses since then, you know, and it's because I've still been focused on longs, and longs have not been the play to end this week, unfortunately. And so, especially yesterday and today, I think yesterday my high, I was at like 66% up on the week. So it's a bummer. It's a bummer, but that's the name of the game. And you know what? I have to count my blessings here and just be happy that this whole week, what I can say, that I should, you know, again, it's hard sometimes, but pat myself on the back. I've been in profit all week. All week I've been in profit. I've controlled my losses. I have not taken such a loss that I've, you know, really blew up my account or anything like that. So 27% is where I'm at. Still a bummer. Probably because it's fresh. Let's be real. It's fresh. I just took an L, so yeah, I'm obviously a little salty on a fresh L. First place is this guy. No idea who he is. Haven't been able to figure it out. Trying to figure it out. This over here is Tom, who is, I don't know if he's still in chat, but he was. Tom. He's in second right now. We're pretty close to one another. 27%. That's how we're ending the week. God damn it. What could I have done different as I could have closed here? I'm gonna start being a little bit more aggressive with my bias flipping. You know, the moment we closed below Monday low, I should have said, yeah, this is fucked. Especially on the second candle, and I didn't. Gonna have to start being a little bit more, we'll call it flexible with these trades to control my losses and be a little bit more market intuitive instead of holding even because I entered. I'm just one of those guys where, like, if I take a trade, I hold. You know, I'm just like, this is the trade. I took it. I'm committed. But the truth is that I'm at a point in trading where I know better. Sometimes I can look and I can say, yeah, this isn't going to work out. I know better. So that's something we're going to work on for the remainder of the tournament to help control these losses. The 1K and 700 BTC limits fill. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to see them as clearly. I mean, you know, you can see these are all the shorts that opened up: 85 mil, 77 mil, 36 mil, 11 mil, 34 mil, 10 mil, 7 mil, 7.1 mil. So, you know, here, all these shorts opening up at, you know, right at the time change for the M15. That would have been in this candle right here. This would have been in this candle. And yeah, I guess it doesn't exactly align. Oh, no, that would be the 10 minutes. So it would be this one. Yeah, so no, that makes sense. I mean, these are all the shorts that opened up. We could do the math and add them up. I'm not necessarily going to do that. But yeah, I mean, it looks like it aligns. Looking at these sells here at you know, 946, they all would have been in this candle, especially higher up in here right away. And you can see that there's a lot of sells here, so it looks like it aligns. $27% to end the week. God damn. Thank God we have 2 more weeks. Your boy is going to kick it into high gear. We're going to be back next Monday for New York Open again to do some live trading just like what we did today. I'm going to be a little bit more protective of my capital and closing trades out early if they're not going my way. You can still register for the tournament. It's at the very top of our chat here. I shared the link, the BloFin link there to register for the tournament. There's 2.5 weeks left. This is only day 5. So this is very early. This is just the start of day 5. This is very, 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 very early. There's still 2.5 weeks left of this tournament. It ends September 1st. So there's still plenty of opportunity, especially you can see here that there's more than enough space to hop and take the top spot. You also have trading volume ranking. This is another way that you can earn some winnings. I highly recommend it, man. You know, at the end of the day, for me, at the very least, it's not about the prize money. I just want to win. I just want to win, and I want to have fun with the boys. I have our Discord link. It's at the top of this chat. Again, there's a free chat in there. You can just join for free. You don't have to pay anything. You can join the chat and hang out and shoot the shit with us as we trade this tournament and have some fun. So we'll go ahead and end it there. As always, my friends, thank you for joining me. It has been a very fun trading week. We're closing 27% in profit. Still a far cry from the highs at 77 with the loss today and yesterday morning. But that is the nature of the beast. There is no gain without taking risk of loss. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you all in the Discord.